telling him how to do his
Got
job.
17,000 people following us now.
Sorry for the wait, producer Andrew. Selfish Cancun Campos.
Kalari Campos.
Yeah, Kalari Campos was keeping us.
He was dead ass in the what is it called? Lazy pool.
Yeah,
he had his socks on.
While all of Texas was out of water and electricity, this guy was at Kalahari Resorts, fucking engulfed in a whole pool. Welcome to Dark Side of the Mic, episode 123.
I was gonna say this time I was in a hot tub all weekend.
Hey man,
with his dick in his hand.
What's your turn?
Okay, my bad.
My name is James.
It's Austin.
Producer Andrew.
And today we got a special guest, Paul Rodriuguez, in the house. What's up, Paul?
Not too much, gentlemen. Happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me this evening.
Appreciate you coming, man.
Man, my pleasure.
Man, that voice is a little intimidating. Man, what you doing over there?
Hey,
bro?
what's that? What, dude, is it like fucking focusing and then unfocusing?
Might be because the light's off.
That's what I'm saying.
Turn it on.
No, I'll leave it like that. Fuck it. Let's
the light on?
Let's get rowdy. Fuck it. Turn off. Fuck it, right? He's like, turn off. Wait, what?
Yeah, cocksucker.
Yeah, we got some new equipment going on, guys. So just bear with us. We're
trying new things.
We got some lights and shit. We're trying to get fancy with it.
How do we sound? How do we look? Let us know in the comments. What's up, man? What's been going on? Hey, you seemed a little aggravated yesterday.
I'm just aggravated in general, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on a. I don't know. It might be because I'm a little tired and grumpy. I'm still a little hungover from this past weekend, but I'm just tired of people's shit, dude. That's it. I'm like to my fucking wits limit. I mean, if that's the way to fucking say it or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just tired of people's shit. Tired of hearing people cry, and I have my own shit to deal with. So that's it. I'm trying to stick to making sure my grass is growing the right way.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I went and talked to my dad, and my dad told me, he's like, all right, good. He's like, you said it, now just leave it alone. Now shut the fuck up about it. I was like, all right. That's all it takes is, you got somebody that's big in your life that, is a big influence on you, and they tell you, all right, be done with it, shut the fuck up. I'm like, cool, I'm done.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm not done with it, though. That shit's still wearing the fuck out. I try to be like a super positive person, y'all know that, but I get to work, and I'm telling Richard at work, I'm like, there's just things, it's like a certain way to do things. Like, I bitch really bad about the equipment. I'm an operator, so I get on the machine, and I should be able to not have to worry about fixing things or that something's been and that nobody reported it. Well, I saw some of the exhaust on one of the backhoes before I left that was broke, and I was chasing down the person who did it, But they obviously, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, so they're not signing out the equipment, so you can't find them. So what am I doing? I'm on a headhunt right now. I'm out here trying to slit throats and fuck people in the ass, dude. You know what I mean? I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Hey, there he goes on that Yahoo chat.
Damn, AOL again?
ASL.
ASL, A&L.
That's cool, man. You got to keep carrying on, Life throws a lot of bullshit at you. I know how fucking coworkers tend to, grind your gears and all of that.
Man, I really like my coworkers. I love working with Richard, man. Richard's my dog. He's my boy. It's my work best friend, you know what I'm saying? I know it's kind of weird, but...
It's not the guy that wins all the stuff from us, is it?
No, that's Ed. Ed's the homie. He's from another department, but, man, I fuck with Ed. He's
what
cool. What
department is he with?
He's a water. We're still in the same department, but a different department. I want to say shout out to Paul for bringing us beers, man.
Oh, yeah.
No, my pleasure, man. It's the one thing that I've kind of been taught as time's going on is, you got to make a first impression, make it a good one. But I just think that I'm just happy to be here, guys. It's good to be not having to drive the bus. I'm just put it that way.
Yeah, we'll get to pick your brain a little bit.
I didn't like that shit though. Whenever we went on pops and shots, I was uncomfortable. I was really, really uncomfortable. I wanted to.
Why?
I was telling James, it was for the fact that like I'm so used to us like hosting the show and like follow your lead, we follow each other's lead, but then like them talking and us like, I'm like, oh, I can shut the fuck up. I could, and then, just trying to add in. I'm like, damn, this is not my show.
Well, it's hard to have a conversation when two guys are trying to tear each other's throats out over fantasy football.
Oh, no. I mean, whenever we went on their show, not whenever they came on ours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, they took over.
I enjoyed just sitting back and shutting the fuck up. I think me and Andrew had the best of a time just sitting over there laughing.
I like just laughing, and nobody knows what I'm laughing about.
I love it.
Just Austin. Every time I laugh, Austin.
I'm like, yeah, Andrew gets me. It's like one of those things you see in the videos where it's like you don't start laughing hard until your friend does.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, it's like back and forth. Yeah, we get that little contagious laugh.
Did you do anything for spring break?
No, I worked. I think I was on call.
That's all I was saying. Were you on call?
I was on call, and it was like the worst on call I've ever done.
Really? What happened?
I was fucking like almost sick the whole time. Like my allergies have been so fucked up, dude, because like, you know, the rain, pollen, mold, cedar.
COVID shot. Dun, dun,
COVID.
dun,
No,
dun,
the
dun,
COVID
dun,
didn't do
dun,
nothing
dun.
to me. Dude, I'm a fucking beast, bro. I don't get sick, but I mean, I'm a bitch when it comes to allergies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they kick my ass like anybody else does. But
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I was told by an old boss of mine that, you know, you immerse yourself in something and then you kind of like build an immunity to it. You know, the same way you get a vaccine, like
Right.
you get kind of immune to it. Well, I grew up out of my family's land, and dude, we had fucking nothing but cedars around us. You would think like I would have no cedar allergy. Oh, hell no, boy. My shit be fucked up a lot of the time.
It made you worse.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I can't. I'm gonna go out there and just start blasting them hoes, just shoot them, take the strap out there and just.
I just
Start
got you the
dumping.
strap, dog.
It's in there. I'm gonna give it to my dad.
We got 10 people watching. Can one of you guys just give a thumbs up that our audio and video is good? Because I'm over here just with some.
He's sweating. He's
yeah,
sweating.
I'm kind of sweating, and I've asked before, and I'm tired of asking nicely. So leave something in the fucking comments. would
John
you
David
please?
already commented.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But that's what the bomb chicka bomb was music.
Oh, okay. While you were getting your
While we were trying to get a lesson real quick.
Cancun compost cocktail ready, Triple C.
Did you get that done? Did you get the cocktail made up?
I'm making it.
I didn't see shit, bro. Yeah, I can tell like when my mic kind of goes and then it like pulls me back down.
Yeah.
Fucks with my head right quick, like in the ears. It's all good though.
You're just too strong. a
Glug
speaker.
that shit, homie.
Good.
Glug, glug, glug. I glug some, what the fuck? There's some people commenting.
Sucks.
Sucks.
LOL, JK. Could
Oh,
be better.
Appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the podcast by saying we suck.
Oh, we're clear? That sounds good.
Could be louder.
Who is that? Joe?
Joe.
I take everything that guy says with a grain of salt. Yeah, later on the second half of the show, you know, normally like what we like to do when we have guests who kind of do our thing, and then the second half of the show we put the spotlight on our guests. So, who is Paul Rodriuguez? Coming soon.
How was your week? Did you spring break it? What did
Man,
you do? Did you go to the zoo like everybody else did in the world?
I didn't go to the zoo, and I didn't go to South Padre. My brother went, but he didn't invite me. Talking about we need to go to the
Where'd
beach
your brother
together
go?
soon. South Padre.
Oh, that's an asshole.
I saw.
He's like, let's play it by ear, right?
I got mad as I saw Andrew's Hershey Kisses on
Hey,
Facebook.
I know, hey.
Hey, that boy was
Those are-
swinging them
hey,
hoes out.
every time
boy.
those come out, everybody looks. Man.
Hey,
Ain't nobody seen them like that.
them semi sweets,
Hell yeah.
the chocolate morsels.
But nah, man, we just we had planned on going to the beach, but it was kind of like late planning, so everything was booked up. We were like, we might as well just go sometime at the end of April or something like that, or in the summer. So
That's good. I wouldn't want to go whenever all them fucking kids are down there, bro.
you see
That's
they
just a concoction or what? I can't fuck.
COVID cesspool.
Yeah, whatever. That and then just
a conwhatchin?
that's a fucking cock. There's a bunch of cocks everywhere. No, that's just like it's like a setup for failure, bro. You expect to go in there and have fun with your family, and you just got a bunch of like 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and then you got them weird, creepy dudes that are like in their 40s down there with those young guys, and they're like just acting stupid. Bitch, you fucking come dance on my car, you're gonna get run the fuck over. Yo, I'll be the next motherfucker.
Hey, I remember when people used to dance on your car.
Don't fucking say that shit out loud. You're gonna get me beat up, bro.
Dance on your car?
Nobody used to dance on my car. I'll be like, bitch, get off my hood.
Hey, don't touch my chrome-plated woman.
Hell yeah.
You see they issued like a state of emergency or something over there in Miami for all the spring breakers. They were going over there.
Because they got the vid or what?
I guess there was just a whole bunch of people like converging on the beach. But if you ask me, it's
I seen fucking people's snaps from Port Aransas, and like there was crazy amounts of people. So like they're really worried about that in Miami. And in Miami like that all the time though.
yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
So with a state of emergency, what does that mean?
That's a good question. Hey, emergency down here. I'm wondering if they all went home.
And what if it's like emergency? Fuck yeah, emergency party!
Yeah.
Like, and they just start raging. It's like body shots for the emergency party, dude.
Yeah.
I just like hear them like, fucking yeah, dude. Got that Boris and light shotgun off of him, dude.
Any
Damn,
current,
already killing them?
current topics? You know how I do.
Current topics. Oh man, yeah, we got some fucked up ones, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about them yet,
No, we haven't.
but I can already assume.
Did you hear about, or have you been following what's going on with David Dobrik?
No, dude, but I saw Natasha like tripping about it and shit and talking crazy. Dude, he hasn't really posted any new videos.
Yeah, he kind of went silent since the whole pandemic thing.
I saw like a few things on like TikTok and shit, but
Are you aware of David Dobrik?
Yeah, he pulled an Ellen basically,
Yeah.
like Ellen DeGeneres, whatever. People are kind of dubbing him like the new Gen Z Jimmy Fallon, and apparently he wasn't too cool with the people who are working with him on his new projects, and so I don't know. I don't know the facts. I don't know the evidence. I don't know the story. But all I know
tell
is
me
that
what's going on because I don't know. I'm not a loop,
Well, on
bro.
here it says that he's got Vlog Squad rape allegations.
Yeah.
Right.
What rape
So,
allegations?
yeah. So what happened?
On one of the people from the Vlog Squad,
Yeah.
Corinna.
Dirty Dom. You remember him?
He said he raped him.
No. So you know Dirty Dom,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's like a creep, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean
he's
that's
like,
what he made him out to be on all the vlogs.
Yeah, exactly. So there was an incident where supposedly there was supposed to be like a fivesome with like 4 chicks and that dude Dom, and of course David's there with the camera, but I think only 2 chicks. Natasha, correct me if I'm wrong. Only 2 chicks. There was a threesome. One of the girls was 15 years old, and she was like, I don't know. So somebody from the Vlog Squad, hasn't been determined who, went and bought alcohol to loosen her up.
Oh, that's David for sure.
Ended up getting her like passed out drunk, and then he
Boinked her.
he supposedly sexually assaulted and raped her, all under David's supervision.
There is some vlogs that he's got 4 minutes 21 seconds. In those 4 minutes and 21 seconds, he has shown that they're bringing underage girls back to his house for Dom. So I don't know if that might have been that situation or a different situation, but I mean it was old from like 2014 or 15.
Yeah, I think this was about like 2000 and
2018.
2018. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It might be around that time because I remember like they were paid. Some of them were fucking actors because I've seen them in commercials, and I'm like, dude, I've seen. So I mean, he might be paying them to come and act like whores.
So his thing was like,
I don't know.
because the chick came out, but he was like, I had your consent, but her whole thing was like, dude, well,
David said he had her consent?
Yeah, which she's fucking 15 years old. You know what I mean? But
That don't matter.
The video was taken down years ago, and he made an apology video. Actually, just came out last night. A new apology video.
One, the second one.
Because he issued a first apology video, which like it was shit, dude. He was like, yeah, we do jokes that like they're a little edgy, but they're jokes. And he just kind of dismissed all the shit. He was like, I don't work with people that I used to work with anymore because of, reasons that are for us. And it kind of was like that. And people were like, no. This all goes back to, that chick Trisha Paytas? She used to date Jason Nash.
She like flamed his ass up.
Yeah, she hates the Vlog Squad, dude.
She hates David. I think that was because she was like in love with David though too.
Probably.
Because she would constantly like say
she's
how
a
she would
whore,
fuck
dude.
him.
That's what she does.
Dude,
She's a whore.
She does fucking porn. Dude, she does porn and she does horse shit.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, all that shit.
Yeah. So, but dude, what I wanted to talk about was like these apology videos, so I guess his acting, I don't know, man. Like David Dobrik is entertaining to me, and that's why I watch him. Like when people are like, cancel David Dobrik, I was like, this isn't gonna happen. He's fucking
Are they
David
trying that?
Dobrik.
Are they trying to cancel?
Dude, he's been dropped by like a lot of brands.
Yeah,
Like-
and it's all coming up right now because of the cancel culture right now.
Yeah, it's like
Everything's
real
trying to
high.
get canceled or.
Damn, I wish they would cancel me. You know how much money you make?
Hey man,
We'll be putting you on shirts, though.
I fucking get a check, bro. You think these motherfuckers are not making a little bit of money off of getting famous because they're being canceled?
well, I mean David Dobrik, like
Just
you said, he hasn't made a video in like forever, right?
That's
And then-
probably why.
And then the next video you see, it's like, I'm sorry for somebody being raped under my watch.
Sorry,
You know
for-
what I'm saying?
for
Like, it's
raping
kind
a
of
bitch.
fucked up. Paul, do you believe any publicity is good publicity?
Yeah, it really is though, depending on your brand and any they have like PR specialists who are their whole job is to kind of manage all this kind of thing. And I bet you that's what he did because he even stepped down from this app that he developed. And so I believe that once this is all the smoke clears and he does his apology and this one appears to be contrite, but that's in the eye of the beholder. But at the same time, it's like you have to ask yourself, what new project is he going to be launching right after this? Because that's what this kind of seems like.
It could be like a setup for the next thing. It's like the "Don't Rape My Sister" app. or something.
damn.
Hey, this is Dark Side of the Mic, bro.
Introducing the rape whistle.
No, we could very well be some product like that.
Yeah, it's like that was all a setup for you to learn how to use a ray whistle.
That's crazy.
Or like I seen on TikTok where it's like teach your kids these signs when you walk by somebody, you do these fucking hand signs and they're like supposed to save you. What if they're in a gang, dude? Like
Really?
the kids are taught to do these hand signs when they walk.
Oh.
Say like he's kidnapping me and I walk by you and I touch you and you look back and I do these signals and you're supposed to save me. But what if like I'm in a gang and I'm like set tripping and it's the same fucking thing?
It's kind of like sign language.
And
like,
they come up and you just start busting heads like, bitch, we in the same set. I don't know. I'm stupid.
it's like sign language to tell somebody you're being raped. I guess,
Or like I'm just being kidnapped against my will.
That's crazy, dude. There are some fucking creeps. So that dude Dirty Dom was like a known creep around the Block Squad. Which if you watch David Dobrik and all that, that's how he comes off. Which it's all fun and games until you hear a 15-year-old was possibly raped. You know what I mean?
It's fun to watch things like that, is because like what is it called where you can live through somebody else, like visually watching them. Like you see a kid and you like watch them enjoy themselves, and it's like, man, I miss being a kid.
You feel happy because you remember maybe you did something like that.
So like with David, like he's got all that money and then he buys his friends cars and they're partying all the time. It's like I could just sit in my living room and enjoy that, but not actually have to suffer from the hangovers from all the money spent and all that. So you kind of live through them in the videos. So you get your little 5 minutes of fuck yeah, and then you're like, all right, cool, I can go to bed now. You know what I mean?
Or you're like,
I could be 32 and fall off the bed at an overnight.
Or you're like, oh, I wish I had friends that deserved a new Ferrari.
Yeah, it's like, man, I like a Huracan.
Or a Cayenne.
Oh yeah, Cayenne. I'll take it, or a BMW, whatever.
Yeah, so we'll see how that all plays out for David, and I guess the Block
I really
Squad,
don't care. I mean, it doesn't affect me one bit.
True.
Cancel that motherfucker. I haven't seen his videos in so long. I've already forgot about him.
Yeah,
I moved on
cancel-
to the next vlog guy.
Cancel that. Make room for me.
Yeah.
You don't watch that Views podcast? Him
No,
and Jason Nash?
I've watched a few. I mean, I'd rather watch Heath and Zane.
Yeah.
I actually listen to them on the way down to the coast. Like whenever we go, me and Crystal listen. We heard
What is theirs called? Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
Yeah.
They're funny, dude.
Yeah.
And then they have like Heath's fiance, and then they do Matt King on there. And Matt's just so dorky and shit, so like it kind of falls into there and just all fucking dweebs and doofuses, But it's pretty good, man. It's not as good as Dark Side of the Mic though.
True.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I only listen to like 3 podcasts, and it's like Rogan, y'all, and my buddies up north at Recon Athlete. I literally don't watch a lot. I'm more like watch YouTube channels that have like established shows.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into.
That's cool.
You don't listen to
Like,
Pops and Shots?
I try when I can catch them, but they put out like they're real random. I'd like to see them get more consistent.
yeah.
They shit, what is it? The one I was telling you about with DC Young Fly. 85 South.
85 South.
You ever watch 85 South?
I actually watch a lot of Wild and Out, so I don't watch
Okay.
them on their show, but
Dude,
Wild and Out a lot.
if you like them, dude, like Carlos Miller, he's hilarious. Fucking Chico
DC
Bean.
does it for me.
He's the leader, man.
DC is fucking
No, Chico Bean.
Chico Bean, not Bean. Nigga, motherfucking Chico Bean. I'm motherfucker wants to listen to Chico. He got a podcast too.
I know.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like, I started a podcast and y'all still haven't shut me down yet.
And been canceled.
He's like, deport me now, motherfucker. They can't deport us all.
Yeah.
But I think DC is going to be, I think he's going to be a big, he's already a good star, but I think he'll be like one of those mega superstars as soon as he like gets in his own lane.
He doesn't give a fuck. Dude,
But he's so witty and so quick. I think that's the biggest thing that comes
shit.
out.
But I mean,
yeah.
he don't care what he says though. That's the thing that I love. Like you watch his 85 episodes. They're live shows, but they put them into a podcast. Like you can listen to them online. But the dude's like making fun of some dude in a wheelchair, but it was funny, but not mean. But like if I would have said that shit, they would have fucking lynched me out the fucking crowd, bro. Like he gets away with a lot.
He's one of those comedians where he can make fun of you in front of your face, right next to you, and you'll still laugh because it's funny and you know it's true.
Fuck you mean.
Fuck you mean, boy. Like, stupid ass boy.
Yeah.
And then like if me and Crystal watch enough, and I could sit there and watch like when if I'm hungover on a Saturday, dude, I'll spend all day watching 85 South show. And then next thing you know, I'm talking to somebody, man, stupid ass boy, come on, bitch. Like, Crystal's like, okay, DC, chill out. I'm like, hey, give me some fries, yo, stupid ass boy.
Hey, while watching all that drama and shit with David Dobrik, I found out that Big Nick had like kind of disconnected himself from the Block
Dude,
Squad.
because he was a joke.
Yeah. And
Dude, he was kind of like the Beetlejuice for the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess David reached out to him and, you know, tried to make amends for making him look like, you know, and all of that stuff. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like whenever you're shitting yourself, like that's time to get toilet paper. You know what I mean? Like, cover up all this shit. So don't start getting toilet paper and like once you start shitting, have toilet paper before you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't leave the restroom to do it.
True.
So it's like the same way as like once you've already been caught on some shit, don't be like, fuck, damn, I gotta go start apologizing to people. Dude, it's too late. Like, do that shit from now. Like, don't try to reach out now.
I think what like causes that is, you know, like, cause I was like, no way, David Dobrik, but you see like brands start getting dropped because he's always all like SeatGeek. Let me tell you about SeatGeek. SeatGeek fucking. And
hey, Crystal can do that shit to the T.
They fucking dropped him, dude. And so
they're the ones buying all the cars for everybody.
Exactly. So I think when you start seeing that shit actually like start sliding back, you know, you're like, oh shit. And then what if you like do the stuff you love to do, but then nobody wants to watch you anymore?
Yeah.
I think that kind of be like, oh shit, and then they try to cover their tracks. You know
And actually, while we're speaking of it, this episode is actually brought to you by SeatGeek. Just type in David20 and you'll get your discount code.
Hashtag no ad.
Hashtag we broke.
Yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. Big Nick.
Big Nick. And then there were some other people in there. Oh, his girlfriend. What was her name?
Who?
Fuck, I forget the guy. She's annoying as fuck, dude. Now she like hosts a bunch of MTV shows. What's her name? Little short, like the computer. don't just look at me. All he just like looks at me. He's like,
you know,
hey,
you know what it is.
He literally does like this. He's like,
Whose girlfriend?
David
Dobrik.
God damn, man.
His current girlfriend?
No, the ex. Like she was on the vlog squad at first.
Not Corinna.
No, this sounds like his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna
Is
say.
that Natalie?
No, Natalie.
That's his current assistant.
Natalie is that other dude's girlfriend.
Oh, Jeff.
No, Jeff's funny, dude. He kept tearing, just like fucks with people.
I thought she was with Jeff.
No, she's with the other dude. I just don't know his name. I fucking, you know, I'm horrible.
Paul, now you know what I watch when I'm not
I
watching.
tell you what, I was like, I see y'all going back and forth. I'm like, man, I am definitely too old to be in this conversation.
Is it Liza?
Liza.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Liza.
There you go. Oh, that's the way back in the
Dude, she
beginning.
annoys the fuck out of me. But anyways, fuck
she's
David, cancel that bitch. We're done.
She's actually like branched off and done all kinds of shit.
That's
Dude.
what I'm saying. She was like Grammy host. I mean, the red carpet Grammy. Like other fucking shows. You call it like award shows. So do like a pre-show stuff, like hosting that.
Yeah.
She's with Todd. That's right. Crystal got it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, Crystal, you want to come in here do the
Vlog Squad
To
section.
our ads. Our ad
She's all in love with Todd too. She can't lie to me.
Well, he's all like chiseled up and shit, dude.
Fuck, I don't
He's
give
like
a fuck.
fucking.
I'll beat his ass still. I may be fat, but I'll fuck his ass up, bro.
Yeah.
God dang, I feel anger.
No, angry. I just ain't no bitch.
That's right.
Oh shit.
Gas him up real quick.
I'll pistol whip the shit out of that motherfucker. And he probably got a whole load of bread and lawyers and shit. And he's like, that's all right. I'll cancel that red bearded motherfucker anyways.
And then you get a check afterwards, right?
Yeah. Andrew's waiting to use it. Hit that motherfucker. He's sitting there. He's like,
I'm trying to figure it out.
Got that trigger finger ready.
Don't be scared.
Hey, did you get that TikTok that I sent you about Ted Cruz?
Yes, I did.
That was hilarious, dude. I thought that was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, we are vaccinated. This is why we got vaccines. I was like, yeah, but still, you can still spread it.
So Ted Cruz is going to give a speech or some shit, probably over there at the side of a porn shop, and you know,
It's like a neutering station.
and they're like, "Can you please put a mask on?" And he's like, "Oh, we're all vaccinated. You know, that's the point. We're following CDC guidelines. You know, I'm going to talk to the TV right now, and I'm not going to wear a mask."
Yeah.
And I saw the caption, like, of course, it's from a conservative TikTok, and they were like, "He's a bad motherfucker," and I was like,
Oh yeah.
"Yes, he is." Yes,
I don't follow that motherfucker. Don't think I follow that shit. I mean, it's TikTok. It randomizes.
Yeah.
It randomizes the dude. Don't be like, oh, this dude in a closet Republican. I knew it.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
It's like, you motherfucker, I got you. And he's gonna like pin me against the wall when we get here and be like, who did you vote for real? Yeah. Let me see.
Let me see your voting card.
Yeah, I want to see.
Well,
What are you registered under?
Let me see your ballot.
We got called closet Republicans.
He's like, where's your KKK suit? You Grand Dragon motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dang, you know the term?
I do watch documentaries.
Okay.
I said, didn't I say about on the last one, that one I watched, City of Memphis versus the Crips versus the KKK.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Dude, it was wicked. Y'all got to check that shit out. It was just fucking mind blowing that these motherfuckers really exist and that shit happens.
Did you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yes.
No, I didn't know yet.
How'd you like it?
It's good.
Damn, we need this camera on this guy.
You want to see my face?
Yeah, we can switch seats. He can come over here.
Nah, that's okay. I like to be behind the scenes.
You probably wouldn't see him.
No, but it really was
Turn
good.
that light on.
Take his shirt off and see his Hershey Kisses.
I'm gonna go in that corner if that's gonna happen.
No, I like the way Marvel's doing with like the Winter Soldier and the WandaVision. They're doing stuff that normally they wouldn't do.
It's like a little series. Like
Yeah,
a
so
little
it's a
filler.
series, but it's like what happens to people, like even the superheroes. Like they showed Falcon trying to get a damn loan, and the person's talking to him. Well, it shows you haven't been working for 5 years. He's like, yeah, I was disintegrated for 5 years. You know, but look, I got all these jobs lined up, and you know, because he's trying to help his family, and you know, and then the stuff that Winter Soldier's going through, he's like having a PTSD where he killed people, and
He's all
they're
fucked
still
up.
alive.
It looked like we froze on here because we're watching Andrew. We're all just
Oh shoot, yeah, man. But I like where it looks like it's going, and then they're showing there's gonna be the new Captain America.
Light on?
So
I feel like looks like we're videoing in like a dark room.
Motel 8, we'll leave the light on for you.
Hey, Daniel's here. Oh shit.
oh shit.
Cue the cue music.
Hold on.
Yeah, you let it play.
Yeah, you can let it play.
Hey, we're on WandaVision, dude.
You guys hear about that new post Daniel put?
They'll be like, hey, everybody, Daniel's here.
Ain't got no respect for the man.
Come on,
my bad.
Sorry.
He was gonna say I was looking down.
You can't. Never
Hit the
mind.
hit the clapper. Hey everyone, Daniel's here. No, not that one.
The chlamydia one.
I don't think I have that one yet.
We'll work on it.
I haven't downloaded that one yet.
Why do you put yourself with the birdies?
Oh, it's supposed to be cricket.
Oh, those are crickets. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, dude.
it out.
Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier though. Go check it out.
Yeah, that looks like shit.
We'll start reviewing that one like we did on WandaVision. What happened?
It looks like shit.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I was just trying to see what it looked like.
Maybe the light.
We're experimenting.
I think maybe the color changed. It just makes us look super pasty on that bitch.
Oh, okay.
Because the yellow light. That's why I don't like it. I told you.
can hit that,
I told you let me change the light bulbs, bro.
You can hit the one in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Make the change of the mood, baby. We're in the desert, you know what I'm saying? We out here in Vegas recording from the MGM.
See how that looks.
That would be dope if we
That
were
would
in
be cool. Or
Vegas.
New Orleans.
Huh?
Or New Orleans, man.
It's gonna look
I
like
wanna
we
go.
use like 4 different filters. Now I feel like we're in the Saharan desert.
I feel like it's getting hot in here.
I'm starting to sweat,
I swear, homie.
Fucking in the sauna.
That's good.
All right. Well, you got anything else, Austin?
Yeah, I was going to talk about that fucked up shooting in Colorado.
Yeah. Go. Oh, we talked about that last week. Oh no.
another one.
There's another one at a mall.
Damn.
So, where's the Boulder?
Yep.
Yes.
Boulder, Colorado, dude. At a supermarket, a guy from Syria, they said he was Muslim and a terrorist. First question, because I had first seen it yesterday on the news. Oh, here we go. And I told Richard, I was like, fuck, for real? I thought that already happened. And I was like, please don't be a white guy, because I'm like tired of fucking seeing like, oh, shooter's a white guy, and then these dudes are crazy. He said he was a Syrian, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Thank God.
It sounds really fucked up, but I'm just tired of fighting that argument, dude. And I don't know why I have to. I don't have to fight that argument, but I feel it because it's like
Tired of those homegrown terrorists.
I'm like, God damn, why the guy blame all the white men around here? You know what I'm saying? But it's just real convenient the time that it's happening, and just with the conspiracy, it just falls right in line with trying to pass some gun laws and
Yeah, that's what I
assault
feel
rifle,
like. They're trying to get some new gun laws in here.
Well,
But
just to piggyback off that, did y'all hear what happened in Atlanta today?
No.
There was in Atlanta, and it was a box store, and there was somebody noticed a guy with a long coat, and he had on 3 handguns and 2 long rifles on his person, and he was stopped and detained by local police. So I do agree with kind of that. Follow what you're saying there about just trying to change
what do they
things.
call it? The crisis actors.
Right.
I mean, we don't know what the fuck is going
Yeah, we
on.
don't know the
It really
facts.
pisses me off though that we're just so like oblivious. We know, but we don't know. We're only told what we are told, and we could be just pawns, which we are.
Yeah.
I've always thought, like, shout out to Daniel. I always thought people like Daniel, dude, I could fucking get
man.
shot at Walmart tomorrow by a fucking guy that went nuts, and he would fucking be like, yeah, James Santa Cruz
Hey,
never.
this motherfucker, you getting fired up right now, boy.
He'd be like, James Santa Cruz never existed, never knew the guy. He was a fucking crisis actor. Like, I'm fully convinced.
Daniel, we're not going to go down the rabbit hole with you, but we will read the comments later on.
Did you give him a little
dude,
bit?
I-
dude.
You give him a carrot and he wants the whole
he was
damn
saying
garden.
some shit, man, and I was like, Daniel, dude, I love you as a person, and I'm sorry, but you need some help. And he's saying that,
seen that, and then
he's
somebody else
just
went on
like,
there.
He's just like, oh, you'll see, and this and that. I'm like, bro, that's
Oh,
okay,
he
Papa.
showed
I'm gonna give you a
Michael
hug.
Jackson doing something, and then Diana, Princess Diana.
Yeah, and then that other homeboy,
It was a politician.
That other dead guy. That other dead guy.
Yeah.
the
all
guy
three
that
of
got
them dead.
suicided. And I was like, they're all dead. How are they gonna tell the truth?
One day you'll
He's like, you'll see this shit, motherfucker. I'm gonna get notes on the front door. Like, you'll see the truth. Like, dude, if you're gonna leave notes, leave some money in the shit too. It's
At
like
least
my
leave me a
birthday,
little
bro.
bit.
Check out these cool hats. You guys like them? Let us know. Might have some.
He says,
available.
y'all hear about the ship? Y'all hear about the ship about that ship blocking the Suez Canal?
Uh-oh.
Evergreen container ship.
No, we didn't. We've been trying to get him on the show so he can come tell us.
Daniel, we need you to come up here and explain yourself,
Book your appearance.
or we're gonna cancel you.
So let's go put that spotlight a little brighter on Paul. Let's talk about what you got.
The floating
going on,
head in the
Paul.
background.
I do, right? That's what I look like.
Really?
They're like, we see eyes.
Well, at least
We
you
just
got the
see-
memo. Everybody's wearing black shirts.
Damn, we did do that.
Well, I wear black every day. It's just kind of. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan, so
You going to a funeral?
hey man, the man in black. I mean, he wore black for a reason, and I
Weird.
kind of.
Next time we're gonna
Carry
dress
that.
like James. We're gonna do black shirt, camo pants.
I got my
Yeah.
camo shorts ready.
Now I have my camo shorts, dude. So
Do you really?
It's fucking on, baby.
I got
We're
'em.
gonna do James all
There's
fucking.
a YouTuber who dresses like who has dressed like that previously. His name's Sky John, tipsy bartender. I'm sure. Some folks know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He dresses like that too. Black shirt, camo pants. I'm like, it's your dad.
Oh, how about that? Paul Rodriuguez, you got the check out those hats.
Peep
See if
game.
y'all, if y'all like that design, let us know.
Let us. Only they ain't gonna let us know. I mean, I'm false hoping them.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, got to bend over backwards to get a comment. Look at this guy.
It's too many fucking buttons for Andrew over there, dude.
I'm trying to show the letters.
He's loving each and every one of them.
They look good right there on the table. They look fine.
Yeah. How many Snapchat filters have we gone through this episode?
7. And
I
counting.
wouldn't doubt it.
Try 8.
So you
Paul-
can't even see it on the fucking live. dude.
I'm telling you. I tried to tell you, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. You almost hit James.
Fireworks.
Paul, you have the so you're a foundee of Recon Athlete?
Founder.
Founder.
Yeah.
Founder. Okay.
I know what I typed out there when I looked at it the last time. I was like,
Oh, is it,
Why did I
that's,
send that? I
that's a
said-
misspell?
that's a yeah.
That carried along into our description.
I sent you a photo.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering why it was different. And now you host the Paul Rodriuguez show. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what Recon Athlete is and what got you going down that path.
Well, Recon Athlete was really born in the year 2014 when I was broke and had no money and was looking for a business idea that I thought would be beneficial for a lot of pretty much the people in Austin. I had previously interned at one of the radio stations up there and helped create a new football radio show for the Austin area. And then 4 years later, finished school at Texas State and then moved to San Antonio and fell in a little bit of hard times. And the Recon Athlete business plan was built out of that. And so once I had the time to move back to the Austin area and implement that was back in 2019. And so with the help of Chris Sanchez, shout out to Chris and Zach, we launched Recon Athlete. And the whole mission for Recon Athlete is to make sure that the individual students who are kind of not really having the best exposure or have the best exposure can have a platform to kind of grow basically their net, so more schools can kind of look at them to potentially receive a athletic or academic/athletic scholarship. So their parents really don't have to pay for it. That was really my main mission, was so that the parents who have a student athlete that's good enough to go play college, they can kind of offset some of that cost, because we all know today, like, education is extremely expensive and continuously moving forward and moving higher. So that was the whole mission for it to grow for the Recon Athlete product.
What are what are some schools like? I mean, you have your Westlakes, your Lake Travis. What are some schools that would be typically left off the radar that you guys kind of keep on your radar to give a little more exposure to?
Well, we do cover all of the schools in the greater Austin area, and that extends from San Marcos to Lockhart all the way to Elgin. And I'm just kind of making a perimeter around Austin, from going up to Georgetown, Marble Falls, out to Dripping Springs, and coming back down into Wimberley and Hayes County. But all of those schools in that area is primarily what we focused on in 2019. A lot of schools that you may not be aware of that have talent. I mean, everybody knows the big schools, the Bowies, the Westlakes, the Vandergrifts, but in the inner cities like Aikens High School, they right now have a Nick, oh gosh, what's his last name? Harris, I think. We have a 4-star athlete there at Aikens, and his father played collegiately. And so he already has offers from like SEC schools that nobody's really aware of unless you're following that trail. But San Marcos is going to be growing. We've had 2 young people from Lockhart, with Jackie Edwards Jr. and also Noah Garcia. And then we have up-and-comers coming at really the younger people that are kind of going to be making names. Deontay Jackson is one. Miss Sean McKinney is going to be another one. So there's a lot of young people and a lot of talent in the area, and we're slowly expanding into South Texas as we move forward. But all the schools in the Austin area that we kind of just mentioned there and highlighted, those are who are on our radar consistently during our time. And it's a daily grind. That's the biggest thing that I want people to kind of understand, is as soon as offers come in, we're trying to get people out there to help us put those up on our website so that the exposure can be great. And we've noticed in our time that with the exposure the young people get from us, Flex ATX, IHS Fan, who else can we talk about? SHN Sports. It really helps the Austin area, because right now the big recruiting areas are Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, but Austin is really growing with the excelling, like the elite excelling of Westlake and Lake Travis after their state titles.
Alrighty then.
Well, I was going to ask, so bringing them on the show and giving them exposure, like not to sound offensive, but how do they get exposure from coming on to your show?
So what happens is, if you go to Recon Athlete on Instagram or you go to Twitter, what we do is we want to ensure that the student athlete has a custom post that we design for them. And what I do in my daily practice is, whenever I'm not working my 9 to 5 or I'm not doing a show, I watch their huddles. And their huddles are basically a highlight film of their skill set for the past year and also the years that they're in high school. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and assess them and give them a rating, a Recon rating. And for players who are exceptional, they're going to received 3 to 5 stars. And what happens then is that post is then applied to Twitter and Instagram, also on Facebook. And what will happen is we use SEO marketing and add hashtags so that net grows exponentially, so that image can get to a coach, it can get to a recruiter, and they can kind of see where we've rated them, and they can compare them with other recruiting websites to see if that makes sense, really for that university, if they have a hole to fill. And that's how they get the exposure, through what we do on a daily basis.
Nice.
So how do y'all get the highlight films? Do people send them to y'all, or y'all looking for them? Or
so there's a database. There's a company. It's called Huddle, and that was basically
that's what you're saying there. Huddle Film,
right? The Huddle Film. It's HUDL. Well, what that really does is that's an open source program where you can have a link, and usually, what we've come to find out is that Twitter is the biggest resource that helps us collect that information. With what I've kind of helped whenever I consult with student athletes is, you want to ensure that Huddle link is in your profile, because that profile will give us who you are when you graduate. It'll give us an image of what the athlete looks like, and then the link. From that link, you can kind of assess on base their skill set to see if they're a fit for that school.
That's cool, man.
It's pretty boring. I know it's not.
No. I'm kind of interested, because
that is cool.
I mean, think of all these college coaches, you know, they hear about all these, like you said, Fort Worth,
schools,
Houston,
yeah.
you know, big schools, because, you know, they're 5A, 6A schools.
Yeah, and Recon Athlete has a direct relationship with 5 D1 schools in the area. We have personal relationships with Tarleton University, Texas A&M Kingsville. They're a Division II.
Okay.
We're trying to get into like Texas State, but Lamar's, those types of universities that are below, we call them the FCS level. We have direct connections with them, so that whenever they say, "Hey, we have this kind of player, we're looking for this kind of talent. What do you have?" And we'll send them what we think is going to be pertinent information for them directly.
Do you only do football?
Right now, we're only doing football. We've slowly grown into kind of getting into other sports. For us, what we wanted to do.
You're not going to go out there and be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's great at chess." I mean, but basketball, soccer.
Sure. But we also can't
can't
forget about the girls' sports as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot there
with
was
Title
girls.
IX. There's a great opportunity for
Yeah, I was
those
gonna
young
say,
ladies to get another
ladies,
opportunity.
The softball, man, in college, is
Especially in
really-
Lockhart, the softball, they're very, very good. They're on a roll right now. You can shout out to Lion Pride Sports Broadcasts. We're their title sponsor. So for us, for what we've done, we wanted to give back to the community. I was living in Austin when we launched Recon Athlete, and I said, it's time to go home. And I'm from this community, and my family's from this community, and I wanted to make sure that I could come back to mold my community the way I think and I see fit, rather than having individuals come from other places and mold the city as they saw fit. And so for us to give back, I think is a great opportunity for growth and for the community to be exceptional. But it's going to take, it takes a village to raise the youth. And so hopefully we can all do that cumulatively.
Do you think Lockhart as a whole, like not just with sports, but as a whole, like as far as a community in moving, like, and I mean moving forward
Progressing.
and being a bigger community and a better community, do you think they're stuck in their old times, or do you think that they're actually trying to be progressive and move, not just in the community as like the community growing, but I mean like their sports and everything like that too?
Right. And I think that's the easiest kind of answer to give is like, yeah, you can really progress through sports. And it's a little difficult because, depending on how the elected officials see things and how they want to move the community forward, it's a little bit challenging. But if you have what we've come to understand is, and through my experiences, when I look at the programs that are successful, the Vandergrifts, the Westlakes, the Lake Travises, the Bowies, the Austin Highs, they have a community that is going to support them financially. And it doesn't matter the success on the field. What matters is how they perform throughout the year. Are they going to be competitive?
Yeah.
We all want to win. It's fun to win, but at the same time, it's how we handle the losses and how we cope with, the decisions that are going to be made. But once you have what we've come to know, if you have a strong football program, it filters into the band. It filters into the cheerleading. It filters into the baseball, the basketball. It filters into the girls' sports and softball and soccer, volleyball and basketball. And so that's what you really want to do. And that takes a strong community to hire great superintendents at the leadership positions, at school board leadership, as well as hiring the right superintendent so they can make those right hires at the administrative positions for the high schools, and as well as the schools that feed in. Because really what we want to see athletics being formed in the middle schools into the junior highs that are going to easily transition into the high schools. Why? Well, because if you have that implemented early, by the time you get to high school, it's muscle memory. You're not learning anything. It's all basically just going out there and performing.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot. Like, I mean, it's hard to believe, but a lot of people don't know that I played soccer, man. I played soccer since I was like 6 years old.
I know that.
You knew that? Yeah. So, like, the guys that I played soccer with, all through growing up, man, we played soccer in every what am I trying to say? Like, every select team, we were all on the same team.
Every level.
Because we played together. We knew how each other played. We fucking worked out together. We ran together.
Team chemistry?
I mean? Yeah, there you go. That's good. You're good, dude. You're good. But then he moved up, and then, like, I mean, of course, I fucking went off on another way, so I didn't play in high school, but I played in junior high.
24s on your red truck?
No, I went and played golf, actually.
I'm just kidding.
But I played golf instead of soccer because Coach Antune. I fucking hated that dude. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
dude.
he was.
He was a fucking piece of shit, and he constantly busted my balls
took your
about
shirt,
dumb
dude.
shit. Yeah, like dude wouldn't feed me after a game, and it pissed me off. You know what I mean?
Man.
Wow. That's really.
Yeah, that's like, dude, fuck that dude. But anyways, yeah. So like, yeah, I agree with you. Like about having them grow in a sport and stay in a sport and moving up. You know. What's funny, Andrew?
Andrew's looking at me like I'm gonna go live after tonight's show.
Hey, give me that little bottle. Give me that little bottle.
Oh shit! I got some Dose over here if you want one. Hey Paul, tell me what separates a school like Westlake besides being so large and having to accommodate to so many students. What separates a school like Westlake from LHS as far as like Westlake being a breeding ground for straight NFL talent such as Drew Brees,
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles, yeah. What
James Santa Cruz.
Yeah, James Santa Cruz. That's right.
Andrew Campos or Austin Bertram.
Yeah.
Christopher Bertram. Get it right.
Orale. Okay.
Hey, you don't even want to get with him. He's got about 4 names.
Hey, man, I got 4 names too.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he wants to be Mexican.
Hey, I fucking love it. He's like, yeah.
Hey, man, it's 2021. We can identify however we want to.
True.
Hey, so my biggest
I'm
thing
a fluid Mexican.
to answer your question,
So that means you go back and forth white or what?
but only when the political issue arises.
Yeah,
Okay.
when my dad's not involved.
I even see a little fluidity into other areas. We won't get into that now.
Oh my God.
Ugo.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
There's your weekly bust.
It's all good, man. Shout out to Ugo, man. Shout you out, bro.
Yeah.
But to
Got
answer
another one.
answer your question directly, it's so difficult. But if I had to put a answer to it directly, it is the community support. It is the community going out and backing them financially, and it's a real dirty word to kind of bring up, but the easiest way for it to happen would be for local businesses to support whatever the schools need outside of paying their taxes. And I know that's a real complex way to get into it, but at the same time, I mean, you can go do fundraisers. I know last year in 2020, whenever the football season came, it was real difficult to, get funds into the school just because of COVID. There was a lot of moving around of money, and so they did fundraisers for the student athletes, and that was good for them to kind of get a little bit of cash flow into the schools, outside of the tax dollars. But the community is the backbone of how the schools are going to perform. And so when the communities progress to the point of having the level of expectation of success, and that's really what I want people to understand, is that to have a level of success is to be inherent. We shouldn't strive for it. We should just say, this is the goal we're setting. This is the goal we're achieving. And once we all can get on the same page collectively, then we'll be able to move forward doing that. And a lot of times we need to get out of each other's way. We need to put the best people on the field, on the pitch, on the baseball field, on the floor, in the volleyball court. We need to put the best people out there to be successful, to win.
Instead of giving it like that, everybody plays, like, man, I just got done watching the, what was it that I said? The fucking,
Bloods, Crips, and
God
everyone
damn it,
else.
the one where the JUCO, the Netflix
Last
series.
Chance U.
Yes, I watched the basketball one, and I was telling Crystal, like, yes, they are a team, but the coach was doing the right thing by putting the best players forward that need to move to go to play at D1. And is that what you're saying? Is like putting?
So let me. The answer to your question is yes, but let me clarify it a little bit. In the middle schools and in the elementary, the youth leagues, the little league for baseball, the youth football for football, and for the club sports for baseball and softball. When children are young, that is time for fundamental development. It is
Letting
not
them learn to lose.
It is not there for them to be chastised or put into a corner and it's win at all costs. That's not the right time for that. Once they get into junior high, we can start, in my opinion, we can introduce losing, what it is to win and what it is to lose. Once they get to junior high, the participation trophies, in my opinion, need to end. We're now getting into organized sports. We're about to enter high school where it is going to be competitive.
So you're okay with like participation trophies, like in like middle school and all of that?
No. Yeah, and for me, up until junior high, and like once we get to 7th grade, it's over.
Well, I was going to say,
there
like,
needs to be a transition for them to win and lose.
Don't you think that's like just a little bit too late to start? Because then like the next step is like you need to mature and be in high school and be okay with losing and be able to win though.
But there's 2 years of development we're talking about.
That's not very long to me. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, and that's totally understandable, and that's why I said just coming from my point of view.
Maybe like just like a little bit further back, but like you can be a loser like when you're a little bit younger. I think.
Well, the problem is there's nothing organized like middle school or high school.
There's like you said, club sports like
Well,
select
I
teams and shit
understand,
like
but-
that. Like, dude I work with, his daughter has played select softball her whole life, and now she's playing D1 and like kicking ass and like fixing to move up and like you know what I mean. Like,
But I'm saying you got to be like looking for it. In high school, it's hey, do you want to do it? Okay, yeah. But on those, it's your parents have to get you in and sign you up and pay for it. But in school, it's like, hey, do you want to do this?
Maybe it
Okay,
should
come
be
on.
the parents that should be taught. Be like, hey, give your kids a chance to like be good at a sport.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Rather than be like, oh, mom, I want to play a sport. Be like, hey, you should try baseball, or you should try football or soccer.
Yeah.
Or,
And that goes back to what I talked about the community having this expectation of excellence. And that's where it kind of goes, where it falls on the parent. And it's like, if you see that your child has an exceptional gift for softball and she's a girl, or if he's a boy and he plays golf, or it's soccer, or hell, if it's gymnastics, whatever it is, but it could be tennis. We have a very good tennis facility here at the high school.
Yeah, I think it's
so
huge.
and so what we really want to do
It's a
is
lot
to
of money.
identify the strengths of the student athlete. And once we can identify the strength of the student athlete, put them on a path to success and have them have an expectation of excellence so that they can get more exposure to have that cost of education offset by a potential scholarship and have high academic excellence combined with high academic athletic excellence so that the community can prosper and we can be well known much more than just barbecue in Texas.
I was going to ask you too, like, so how you're saying like y'all try to push to expose these students for their sports. Do y'all also look at their grades and like the GPAs and all that shit?
We're not gonna make that public. That's not for us to make that
not public, but I mean, like, if you're gonna push a kid, like, this dude fucking sucks at school, but he's really good at sports.
So the answer to your question is yes, because that's going to be determined in their recon rating. So the rating is going to be from like 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what happens is your 5-star kids are going to be individuals who can go onto a field and perform as true freshmen. Your 4 stars are going to be kids who are going.
What's a true freshman?
They're graduated high school and now they're first year in college.
Okay, yeah.
And so
I'm not a very big sports guy, so you got to explain
all good. And so your 4 stars are going to be individuals who are going to probably redshirt, and then they'll probably contribute, and then they'll be starters probably their junior and senior years in college. And then as 3 stars, they're probably not going to be contributing until they're juniors, and they may or may not start until their senior year. It depends on the development, what they do at the university. Mm-hmm. In the rating, we're going to assess their skill set. We're going to assess the position that they're going to be at. We're going to assess their coachability. We're going to assess their GPA and their grades. And once we come out at the end, that formula will determine where they fall in that rating between 1 and 5. So it does take into consideration, to answer your question directly, into their rating. Yes, we'll take the grades into consideration.
Good. Yeah, because a lot of kids think that just because they're good at a sport that they should be able to play. I'm sorry to tell you, but just because you can perform well does not mean that you're smart enough to perform well.
That's what I mean. That's what JUCOs are for.
If that makes sense, it's like you cannot fuck off in life for everything else and be like, oh, I'm good at that one thing, so I'm going to ride that out. No, brother, you got to have something to fall back on. You know, you got to be able to have an education to be able to move your mind in a certain type of way other than your feet on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like in these days, I think it's very important for players to be able to develop entrepreneur skills early on.
Entrepreneurial.
I
don't know how to right way to say it, but it sounded good.
Just other skills, something to fall back on, like Austin was saying.
And that's a good point that you bring that up, because right now branding is a huge topic of conversation for. You all right over there?
Good catch, bro.
Okay, man.
It's on two. I
I need the receiver.
Yeah, go. You can get that one.
I didn't know you were so good with one hand.
And so
did I?
bringing up that topic about, being entrepreneurial, it's really important right now in today's world because student athletes soon in college will be able to make money off their names and likeness, which should have been happening way before.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Hashtag NCAA does not own me.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby boys loose out there.
And so back to that topic is that we want to ensure that young people can grow their brand and have, their own YouTube. They can make money off of what they're going to be doing as far as social media because, players like Juju Smith-Schuster is a big TikToker, but he's making tons of money with that. And so when you get to the NFL, how he's done at a USC, he's already has that brand established, and he's actually also collaborating with, David Dobrik. And so he's making money collaborating with YouTubers simultaneously while he's, making money on the NFL field. What's up?
I thought they couldn't make any money.
As of right now, that's true. But there was a rule passed by the NCAA last year that they're going to revisit and see if they can make that adjustment done. And it's going to happen. There's just too much money being made. You have a multi-billion-dollar industry off of student athletes who are considered amateur, since they don't receive funds, quote unquote, they don't receive funds from any individuals, and they only receive stipends from their universities to offset meal costs and living arrangement costs. And
But
so
they generate millions.
billions with a B.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry for college football, and at the same time, we want to make sure that the individuals who have a high earning potential in college, they deserve to be making money off of their name and likeness due to the fact that they generate so much money for these universities, simultaneously making money for the networks while they're playing on
that going live.
college football.
Sorry,
You didn't bring
Paul.
that. You didn't bring that, did you?
Shout out to Chris Ratcliffe and the
I
homie.
was
That's
gonna
the good
say.
shit I was telling you about. Thanks, Chris.
Andrew, do me. Oh, okay. Yeah, turn me up in my headphones just a little bit. In my headphones.
I have no snare in my headphones.
Number one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds good right there. That's me and you, right? I'm not too loud for you, am I? Okay. Cool.
Oh, daddy.
Oh, daddy.
I'm working on it.
He's
Oh,
learning.
God.
Hey,
Kind of in the spot.
so like we're talking about community and all that. Lockhart did go 0-14 this year, or this past year.
0-9.
0-9. Oh, okay.
Hey, James just patting the fuck out of
Better
it.
than that, James.
Packed on an extra 5 to him. Thoughts?
We were able to interview a couple of individuals. Shout out to Emilio Sarge Juarez and also Tay Andrews. And I believe wholeheartedly that due to the success they had in 2019, I don't think it's indicative of what the outcome was for 2020 due to the fact that multiple injuries occurred. They were playing in a COVID year. There were inconsistent scheduling that was going on with the schools, with the different schools in the area. And so I think all of those situations and factors really put a damper on things just to not let Lockhart get a rhythm. I have a really good feeling that next year they're going to be exceptionally better. And it's easy to say that because they didn't have a win this year. But at the same time, I think the expectation for Lockhart is year in and year out should be going 3 or 4 rounds deep in the playoffs. And I know that's really drastic to kind of say that, but if we don't set the bar for excellence, we'll never achieve it. And so if we set a precedent going 3 and 4 rounds deep in the playoffs, winning a district title will be great. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. But then we'll know what we can do if we know the bar is so high.
Yeah, I feel like that's how the Westlake schools are, because they're always district champs, division champs.
Yes.
So if it's already there,
State champs.
I was gonna
State
ask.
champs.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're always winning,
Like how
so.
he says with Westlake, they got a great facility that they play in. Their field and all their gym and do you
Equipment.
think the new field helps our team play better?
Yeah,
it's a
because
stupid question, but it's a great question.
well, it's funny you bring that up because in the answer to your
Because
question,
we played like shit on the old field. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
the answer to your question directly is yes, and the reason being is that because it creates a morale boost.
Yeah.
For the student athletes, it's like
Kind of pumps their head up a little bit.
yeah, it gasses them up for sure. And so you want to make sure that when a athlete goes to perform, it's with anything. You want them to feel good. It's like Prime says, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good, right? And so
I've been looking good, feeling good, and they ain't paying good at all.
that's something you got to take up with the boss. But with the student athletes, go tell.
I thought you were going to say about what Bobby Boucher's coach told him. Hey, man, look at something and think of, what is
Visualize.
Visualize. Where he visualizes the baby.
what bothers you the most.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
All right.
He just doesn't know why this fucking applies to what
I
he's
just
saying.
didn't know how it applied.
All right.
But it's cool. Yeah, I remember.
Carry on.
I like the fact that they put like a whole new what would you call it, the box up on this side,
Right.
But they kept the old shit on the other side,
Right.
Kind of like, yeah, visitors, y'all sit with the shitty shit, or it could be like nostalgia. Look at the old side.
Well, so did they switch home side? Is home side the new
home
side?
side's over here. It's because the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, like over
Right.
here?
It was
Like
it
over
was
here?
the smart thing to do.
It was the sun.
The sun.
Yeah.
The sun changed.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It's 100%
No, I
right.
remember sitting on those fit.
I've got an insider, dude. I got an insider. You can't.
We're talking to the...
Oh yeah, the mayor's son. I'm sorry.
Dude, I've lived in.
Why does that keep getting brought up?
I don't know, dude. My dad's not the mayor.
I was going to say,
That's
that's
what
not
it
the
used to
mayor.
be.
My dad's not Lou White, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I've been living in this neighborhood for almost 20 years, bro. So I know what goes on in this neighborhood.
I'm just saying, take a walk with me. What if your name was Austin White? Do you think you'd get so much shit, dude?
What if my name was like K White, Kyle White, and I just punched fucking holes in walls all the time? It was like in the KKK and racist as shit.
And he had a
I
bald
don't know
head.
where that came from.
All right, we're done with that walk.
All right, yeah,
That was
because you just
that
said
was a
last
short
name
one.
White. I would. What if? Oh yeah, you're right. What if my last name was White and I was white? Hey,
He
they
just got
be
it, James. He just got it.
K White, motherfucker. I know I'm white, right? Like, what's that dude's name? Yeah, I have a coffee black. Okay, White.
Little update from March Madness overtime. Number 7, Iowa State, and number 2, Texas A&M tied at 75. Oh, never mind.
That's the
In
women-
the NCAA women's
Yeah,
tournament.
that's the women's tournament.
I'm just
Oh, we
kidding.
don't care about that?
Not a never mind. I'm just kidding.
We don't care about that.
Yeah, we do. They're women.
Fuck 'em.
We care
James
about.
is like fuck 'em.
We care about the 2 species on this planet. Men and women.
Well, apparently they're saying
I mean,
there's 3
two
now.
genders.
Genders.
I was about to say species. Well, Prince is a species, bruh. It's my first son, boy. Don't get you come correct next
Or I
time,
get-
boy.
Or I get myself into trouble. So Paul, with the Paul Rodriuguez show, is that the same thing you got going on with Recon Athlete? With Recon Athlete, like, yeah, this is where things start getting off the rails here.
Is that Recon Athlete?
So does Recon and Paul Rodriuguez show, is that correlate in the same type of
No,
show,
they're
or it is the dark side of the mic of Paul Rodriuguez and Recon?
No, it's actually. I would say it is a little bit more. It's more rated R than it is maybe PG. But we do a good job to kind of reduce the vulgarity whenever we have student athletes on, just to kind
yeah,
of
of
keep
course.
that PC on that end. But no, man. I mean, the Paul Rodriuguez show it's a men's show. It's a show. When I say men's show, I go it's a show for people who are going to be okay with vulgarity, a fuck here and there. It's not going to be. What do you do? Yeah, gosh, yeah, that right there is difficult. But no, it's a show for people who want to. They're not going to be upset with the curse word here or there.
I was doing the Man Show theme song.
What's the man show?
Yeah.
The Man Show with
Girls jumping on trampolines.
Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel
Play
back in the day on Comedy Central.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember that.
Yeah, at the end they'd be like, and now girls jumping on trampolines, and it was like dun 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 dun, and there
Well,
was like,
it's 2021. Girls are gonna like that too.
yeah.
Dude, you cannot have girls jumping on trampolines. You know, if that would have played right now,
Yeah, you'd have to have
fucking
guys on
whole
there
channel
jumping,
would cancel
too.
it.
I might make
The world would cancel that whole
a
channel.
good edit later on.
Well,
Dude,
what if,
totally do it. When every time we say girls on trampolines, then you edit in the
Dun 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 dun. dun.
and then have like Andrew jumping on the trampoline
I
with
might
his
have
nipples
to.
out.
I'm gonna put that audio onto one of those so we can piss some people off. But yeah, man. Where can we find? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. So, what else do you talk about on that Paul Rodriuguez show?
Well, you were saying about Recon Athlete. That was all your description for Recon Athlete, right?
Yeah, so that whole thing was just Recon Athlete. It's a big animal.
On two
He's got
podcasts.
2 podcasts.
Yeah, there's 2 different shows. I left Recon Athlete in 2020 in November, and then I stepped away to kind of grow the brand outside of being on the show, and that kind of just gave me more time to get our website in order, get social media in order, because social media is just so much of my day
Yeah,
for
it's a
Recon Athlete.
24/7 job, man.
And I do it by myself, and so having as much time as possible to get into it is really beneficial and helpful for me. But then once about January came, I was like, man, I got the itch. I was like, but I think I want to do my own thing. And so that transitioned into, I had reached out to James. I had saw y'all's show, and I think very highly of y'all's show. And that's why I saw
you.
what y'all were doing.
Thanks, man.
And this was.
Go ahead.
don't remember
be
which
shy.
one.
Don't be shy.
Click it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And so I really saw y'all's potential. And I was like, man, these guys are good. I like what they're doing. I like that y'all were here in Lockhart. And my biggest thing was I wanted to kind of like do
How
something.
do I touch those arms?
I wanted to give back too from the 44, from the 44. And so I was like, I'm going to do my show, but we're going to do it. Like, I kind of took y'all's concept about being just raw. And so I was like, I want a raw show. I want to put it out there, and I want the people just to consume it. And if they like it, great. And if they don't, they can fuck off. And so,
Yeah, I mean,
when I do that, we do everything with the sports filter. And there's some topics I'm going to stay away from. There's some topics I'm going to get into, but primarily, like, if there's sports going on, if there's some kind of controversy going on, we're going to like dive into that. But at the same time, it was like, I need a producer. And so that's when I reached out to James, and he was like, I don't know, like, I don't want to get overwhelmed. And I'm like, that's totally understandable. Try it, see what you think. And then he liked it. And so he's kind of been helping me out. Very, very critical part to that show. I want to give a shout out to Edward Fernandez, aka the Wizard. I just dubbed him the Wizard for what he's been able to produce with our visuals on social media. And so I actually have another interview in about 20 minutes with Flex ATX out of the Horn in Austin. And so that's with my boy Snoop. But if we don't get to it, that's fine. I'll just let him know, like, hey, bro, we got to cancel. But Austin is getting a view of what's happening in Lockhart, okay? And that's the reason why I came back here also, and I left Austin, was because I want Lockhart on the map for what the people who are from there, what they're doing. I don't want people coming from all parts of the United States to come flip Lockhart and be like, oh, this is Lockhart, Texas. It's like, no.
like be the
We're
hipsters from
gonna
ATX
we're
and come
gonna
take
be the
over
people.
square.
We're gonna be the people who are gonna put what we want out there, but it needs to be first class.
Yeah.
It needs to be professional. It can be raw, that's fine, but it has to have a level of excellence that it's going to be top notch. And that's the one thing I wanted to make clear to James here is like, look, we're not putting out a half-ass show. We're going to do things right. And so whenever I saw y'all's product, I was like, man, I think these guys are good. The personalities works. I think your raw intuition to like go in on topics is great. Your ability to drive the bus is awesome, and you being the engineer.
No, I'm just brand new.
Hey man, but you don't understand
Hey,
how
so you got
critical
James,
that
and
point
James had to
is.
get me. So
Andrew just likes pressing the buttons, and he's like, James, tell me which ones to press.
nah. Well, yeah, he's gonna show me.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, we love Andrew, and we love what he does.
Yeah,
he does it perfect.
Yeah, just in today's show, he's already getting the hang of it.
He's already killing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, like I said, I want the community of Lockhart I want us to go further. I want us to excel. I want us to progress to a point where our community is looked at in this greater Austin area is like, man, watch out for them Lockhart boys, and not just because of barbecue.
This kind of gives into you know how what I say when like people move away, like and then you have somebody.
Lockhart was a shithole.
You have somebody from Austin that's like their cousin, and they're like, "Oh, I've been going through hard times." It's like, "Cuz I already told you, you need to get away from that fucking place. Lockhart ain't nothing full of."
They do their mouth like that.
Yeah,
I like that shit. Hey,
something you would do,
they end that
motherfucker.
shit with "nah, I'm saying"?
Nah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they don't end it with "nah, I'm saying," they ain't fucking real, bro. They ain't from the streets.
Know what I'm saying?
And then I'm like, dude, like, who have you been fucking with? Like, to me, of course, it's all about who you surround yourself with, you know. So,
But that's like anywhere. Austin has fake ass people.
For the longest time, dude, I was I was so mad at some of my friends, and I never even told them, and I've never even really said about this.
What?
But
Tell me
these
to my face.
motherfuckers are like, I mean, not y'all. I mean, of course, I still fuck with y'all tough.
Me and
But I
mine.
mean, like friends from
Let me put my hat on.
from like the hood that kind of are in still of a shitty situation where it's like they bitch about, man, I never had nothing because I've been nothing, and this is where I've been, and I've always been here. Well, dog, I'm gonna tell you right now, like I tell everybody, life's full of choices, dude. You choose to stay where you're at, or you choose to fucking get your ass in gear and get out there and get something for yourself instead of waiting for the government to hand you something or waiting for somebody to be like, oh, bro, I got you a nice job, bro. Just all you gotta do is show up.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think we can be beholden to like motivate those individuals. Like you said, you did motivate him or her or whoever it was to let them know, like,
How
you
many
got to
which
go
ones
get
you
it.
wanna know?
But you got to go get it. Like you got to work.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got to do the 9 to 5 and you got to do it outside of the 9 to 5, you got to put in the work.
Seems like your post yesterday.
That's what I was gonna say.
you
I'm
just
tired of
posted
hearing people talk about how much they struggle. Tell me how much you overcame this shit and like
How you did
Tell
it.
me what you did to fucking kick ass, dude. I don't want to hear about you fucking sitting in the mud and being a bitch.
Right.
Grab your nuts, get your bag, and get the fuck on the bus. Let's go do this shit. You know what I mean?
Right. And the only way you get there is to put in the time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the only way it's going to happen. The only way it's going to change. And it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. Like, I wasn't given anything. I had to like go out and learn how to do this. Like, somebody invited me. I was fortunate that somebody invited me to like, hey, do you want to be a part of this show? Yeah, I got blessed once, and now we're taking it to where we are now on our
Hell
side.
yeah.
Well, real quick before you go, there was debating on whether or not to end it here, but you know, because you said, you know, we get a little edgy. We talk about topics we normally don't talk about.
Yeah.
I want to hear your opinions, honestly, about Deshaun Watson and the series of allegations that he has been faced with this past week or so.
Right.
In case you don't know, can you please lay it out?
I was gonna say, you gotta explain to me, go like,
Deshaun Watson is the quarterback as of now for the Houston Texans, who he wants to get paid more money.
He did renew his contract last year, so he got the bag.
Yeah. So yeah, just go ahead and lay out. If you would.
So Deshaun Watson has allegedly been accused of sexual misconduct with over 13
Yeah.
over 13 women in
They're calling him a serial predator.
right. And so here's my take on it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make this very clear, and I don't want anybody to misconstrue my words. If Deshaun Watson is wrong, he needs to be held accountable to the full extent of the law. If Deshaun Watson is innocent, the accusers need to be held to the full extent of the law.
100% I agree.
Now here's the other half of it. There's actually the third I should say to it. Number one, in this instance, these are civil suits. These are not criminal suits. There is no communication between the lawyer of the accusers, Busby, and the Houston Police Department. That's his name.
Hey, you motherfucker.
This should be a non-story, but major sports media outlet are clamoring for a story.
I have
Shame on them.
I have a good friend whose last name is Busby.
Okay.
That's like what he
I was
goes
fixing
by.
to say he didn't know. He fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, he goes by that. So
And so here's the other is like, show me the evidence.
Yeah.
So none of that has happened.
yeah,
And the other half of the coin is this should make you think about this. The owner of the Houston Texans, Cal McNair, is neighbors with the lawyer of the accused, Busby. They're neighbors. And this whole controversy began when Deshaun Watson wanted out of the Houston
You think
Texans.
it's like an inside deal or what?
You put the pieces together.
Yeah,
I'll just
that's
give
what
you
it
the
sounds like to
information.
me.
You just give me the information.
I'm saying the horse's tail didn't fit in the puzzle piece that went on there. It was a rabbit's tail.
Yeah.
So, and
that's exactly what it sounds like.
The other half of this
I may
coin,
not be a smart man, but that sounds exactly what you're saying.
the other half of this is what I think a lot of people are going to miss in this instance is that right now all we're hearing about is what Deshaun Watson and the women who are accusing him. Why the hell are we not hearing more about the relationship between Cal McNair and Busby, the lawyer for the accused? Why aren't we hearing as much? All we're going to hear, and I don't want to get racial, but this is just the way it is. You're going to hear about the black athlete, and you're going to hear about the women that accused the black athlete of sexual misconduct. Now, again, if Deshaun Watson is allowed due process in the United States, which we are under, You need to take the Napoleonic Code bullshit. Napoleonic Code basically means you're guilty until proven innocent. And the bullshit about it is the major media sports outlets are applying Napoleonic Code to this story and trying this in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Shame on them.
Yeah.
It should have never been a story. And that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, but
So
goddamn,
they're not releasing all angles of the fucking footage, right? Basically, you're showing only one camera that only shows one view, but then you got all these other fucking.
Yeah, we're not showing Drew.
yeah, my view's all fucked up all the time.
We showing us three, but not Andrew, and we don't know what Andrew. He been picking the book the whole time.
Hey, but it does damage. It does damage Deshaun Watson. In my opinion, like as of right now, just being a person that's on looking all of this unfold. You know, like what team is going to want to go and potentially set up a trade for Deshaun Watson? You know, when all of this is going on.
I think a lot. I think there's 4 or 5 teams who would want that. And even if you look at this and you say, okay, fine, he gets placed on the commissioner's exempt list. Deshaun Watson does. He'll be out 10 games, maybe a year, but he's under contract for 5 more years. So you're telling me, okay, fine, I'll shit 1 year.
Yeah,
and I'll have Deshaun Watson for 4.
And this is top 5. Would you go as far to say top 3 quarterbacks in the league? Top 5.
If let's put it this way, Deshaun Watson had the most yards throwing from the NFL on a team that was 4-12. Yeah. I'll just let you know. I'll just leave it right there.
Okay.
So you're basically saying his defense was crap.
I'm saying his whole team was shit.
Well, I mean, if he had
Besides
that
him.
many yards throwing, I mean, he was putting up yards. They just probably weren't scoring.
He's got a few.
And their defense
Who's
sucked,
that?
so they were
Jason
getting scored
Delgado.
on. No?
I think I got a turners. Oh yeah, we got a few comments from Jason Delgado, and then we'll go ahead and
Jason.
Jason.
16 women out of 24 have filed a civil lawsuit. Why would Houston try and devalue Watson, damage Watson trade value, and his personal marketing value?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, man.
that a
16
question?
women, that's a lot of allegations.
That's a lot of altercations.
Jason Delgado is
That's a lot of grab 'em by
avid
the...
Houston Texan fan. So maybe he's a little disgruntled. He might not be thinking very well at the moment.
No, it's totally understandable.
I'm just kidding, Jason. I love you, man, and thanks for watching, man. Shout out to
Look,
you.
he wrote allegedly.
Shout out to you and Pops and Shots. No, I heard
Allegedly.
I heard their latest podcast, and he's kind of along the I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Show me some fucking evidence. That's what I'm saying.
Show me the
some
evidence.
fucking evidence.
Yeah, that's what apparently his lawyers are saying, that everything they're saying is meritless. But apparently all the stuff was on massages.
Right.
Apparently he likes to get happy endings with his massages.
Yeah, and here's the other
we
thing.
were talking about last
week,
week.
which brings up to last
The
week.
dude not capping out fucking.
Yeah, the
Oh my
Asian
God, dude.
massages.
If
Hey,
you-
there's trends, bro. There's trends going on in
Dude,
the world.
if you pay for that shit, just shut the fuck up and leave it alone.
Hey guys, thank y'all
apparently
for watching. Y'all got any more questions for Paul or anything?
All right, I got a question. Would you rather?
Oh shoot!
just playing.
Jason
No,
said
I'm not gonna
Texans are
ask him.
trash. Didn't he have a picture with them as his jersey?
He loves the Texans. He's
said they're trash?
don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just talking mess.
No,
right
no,
now?
he's unlike you Cowboys fans who are he's willing to say that his team is trash, but he's loyal to them. Unlike you Cowboys fans, y'all will always say that y'all are headed back to the fucking Super Bowl.
Hey, next year, hey,
No.
It's Chelsea.
hey, whoa. Just like
No.
Paul said, you gotta leave the bar.
DC
You don't have the
4L.
bar. Your bar's down here.
What are they? Zombies?
DC4L zombies.
What, is that what you call them?
That's what I call them. Yeah.
Oh, that's me. My bad.
Because y'all will follow Jerry Jones with blind faith.
No,
to the
I
edge
don't
of the
follow
cliff.
Jerry Jones. I just the team.
Jerry Jones is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I know.
Blue and silver, baby.
Get him mad, Paul. I never seen him mad.
Do you drink Miller Lite?
Oh, no,
Do you eat Papa John's?
no,
Do you shop at HEB?
no.
You don't
Oh, yeah,
shop at
H-E-B I
HEB?
do.
Okay.
I have to. It's either that or Walmart, and Walmart's trash.
Do you drink Pepsi?
No,
Okay.
I drink Coke or sweet tea.
Sweet
I
tea,
got sweet tea right here.
Okay.
You do what?
Tell me this. What's going to happen when your defense goes probably finishes in the top 20 of the NFL? What happens when you have to have shootouts with Dak Prescott rolling out of the pocket, and he's going to have to potentially cut on that broken ankle that's healed up?
I'm hoping he's good enough.
Hoping it'll hold up.
Yeah.
They've got
Hey,
gold.
that contract says it's gonna hold up.
That whole
Yeah.
ankle was made
They
out of
signed
the
him a
best
damn
plastic
contract
and the
for it.
best steel that America has
Hey, he's
to
got
make.
that. He's got that because I'm ex-military. He's got that military grade, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that just means that it just means the cheapest contractor got the job.
Yeah,
Street
just
means the
military.
government paid for it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Paul, tell us where we can find the Paul Rodriuguez Show and also Recon Athlete.
You can find the Paul Rodriuguez Show on YouTube. If y'all please, we'd appreciate y'all going over to subscribe. Just search Paul Rodriuguez Show in the YouTube search field. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter. You can find us at P Rodriguez Show.
When does your shows go out for Paul Rodriguez Show?
Right now, we're probably doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday because James is here Wednesday.
Get that shit, homie. You're hustling. You're putting out episodes. How many episodes are you in right now?
We don't count. We just do episodes.
They do it per day. Today's
We don't count. We just do episodes. We just pump out content.
Could you guess?
If I had a guess, let's put it this way. We've been doing episodes since the day after the Super Bowl. That was February 8th.
Oh, Thursday? I don't know.
All right.
He's not sports.
really don't
He's
know.
not sports, bro.
That's all good, yeah. I mean, do you follow the World Cup with soccer? You know,
Dude, I haven't.
okay.
I've been out of sports for a long time. Dude, if it's an excuse to drink, I'm there, bro. I'm screaming for whoever's winning.
That's the only
He
reason you
screams
come-
when everybody else screams, hey, hey!
That's the only reason you
Next
come to
year,
my
World
house for
Cup
fights.
2022.
Yeah. I mean, I like hanging out with James, too.
Word.
But remember, I used to go over there and hype y'all up, and now you don't even invite me no more.
Because I don't have fights at my house no more.
I had to watch the fight by myself here and text them about it. And what are they doing now?
Hey, COVID ain't my fault.
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
Hey, we watched Jake Paul and fucking Robinson together.
Where?
That's what we're reduced to in your garage.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
I kicked him off of Facebook for it.
Fuck you, Andrew.
Really?
Yeah, because I was streaming it for the homies.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. It's been episode 123. Paul Rodriguez. Make sure you go check him out. Paul Rodriguez Show, Recon Athlete on
James is there too.
Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there behind the
You
scenes.
need to have James pumping it out, too, man.
Oh, you know, I'll pump it on the backside.
it up.
Austin's waiting for his reach around.
Yeah, guys. Thank y'all,
okay.
everybody, for tuning in. My name is James.
It's awesome.
And Andrew.
And Paul, special guest. Thank y'all for watching. We out, guys. Look at him.